Oh, welcome back to Beast Machines Monday. Today's episode is called Home Soil.
And we are hoping that this episode does not soil itself.
This episode starts with the bugs sending another meteorite to Buenos Aires.
The bugs send another meteor our way. But this time, we're ready. Planetary defenses are better than ever.
And this is Cybertron, so it's not Buenos Aires, it's Cybos Aires.
Cybos Aires.
Yeah.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. A ship manages to get through because of all the asteroids.
It looks like it actually uses the asteroidal debris to punch a hole in the defenses.
But it isn't entirely successful. One of the little defense satellites does manage to get it in the rear end.
Oof.
And down it goes.
On fire.
And thus the roof.
Yeah.
The roof is on fire.
fire.
So it crashes, but Silverbolt manages to see it. Well, I guess I'll take 5 minutes from moping and...
Mope about the person who crashed over there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of moping going on downstairs as well.
Optimus is kind of upset because he keeps killing his plants, which I get. I completely understand.
Some of us just don't have a green thumb.
No, Jamie, every time we get a plant, she kills it, which is why we don't have any plants.
Allie got her dad a succulent because they're really easy to keep alive, and named the succulent Bonono, which is her nickname. And she's like, no, you have to keep Bonono alive. And then he forgot to water it and it died. So, I mean, there's not having a green thumb, and then there's just being completely negligent. So Optimus he just can't figure out how to keep these technoganic plants alive. So Cheetor's trying to give Optimus a little bit of a pep talk. He's like, hey, but Optimus, they're only alive because of you, and the conditions that you've been growing them under are perfect.
In a dark, dank cave with harsh lighting.
And you're watering them with Brondo day in and day out. It's got electrolytes.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
You have a good point, Cheetor, but these things are still dying, so I'm going to be at least a little sad about it. Before they delve into that, though, Rattrap runs up. He's like, hey, guess what, everybody?
Oh, no.
Mr. Bird... Well, I guess I can't call him Bird Dog anymore. Whatever. Bird Dog is calling us up because there's a thing that happened.
And they're like, what? A thing? We should go up there and figure out what thing it is.
So they go to talk to Bird Dog, who's not a dog at all anymore.
And cut to the Predacon base. And Megatron's like, yo, we must kill it.
He turns to Thrust, he goes, find them and destroy them.
Yeah. I've been waiting to use that. I use it at work all the time, but nobody ever gets it.
I would get it. Thrust is like, okay.
I guess I'll go.
And off he goes. So the Maximals are like, what was it, Silverbolt? And he's like, well, there's the spaceship and it fell, and now there's a big fiery smoke thing that you can see from here. They're like, cool. And he's like, I guess we should go and see what's going on.
And then Ice Cream's all like, we should kill it.
You know what? It could be an enemy. We don't know. So we should kill it just in case. And Optimus is like, Ice Cream, you have clearly been hanging around dark caves too long. You should drink some Brondo. It's got electrolytes.
Yeah.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
We should go and get the stasis pod. I mean, the ship. Yeah. So they're running, and they're heading straight there down a long road. And I think I've seen this road somewhere before.
Yeah.
I haven't helped them if they get balloons attached to their backs.
Uh-oh.
Because all it takes 3 hits.
And then you're done.
Yeah. As they're running, they hear behind them.
How could they hear them? They're like ninjas.
That's true. Those little quiet motorcycles.
It's funny because there's the Kawasaki does make the ninja. And then they pass them. A whole like bunch of them like.
Yeah, it's a whole squad basically.
Yeah.
And they pass right past the Maximals, and then Thrust is like, hey, guy. And the guy's like, I have no mind. He's like, yes, so go, you take them and blow up the Maximals. The bunch of Vehicons go back to fight the Maximals, slow them down, so Thrust gets the head start. Well, I guess the Maximals did get the head start, but they just lost the head start.
They lost the advantage. Now
advantage.
Thrust has the advantage.
If only Optimus could have thought about how much faster sending in the flyers would be.
He's got a jetpack.
Wait a minute. Did Optimus not watch Beast Wars Wednesday?
He didn't.
If you watch Fallen Comrades, I guess he would know that he might think that flying ahead is the wrong idea, because then Pterosaur and Waspinator would gun him down before even...
Yeah. Oh, he's got PTSD from that stasis pod incident.
Yeah. But and Dinobot's not there to kind of like
Distract
patrol
him.
the area and throw the and knock the rock down on Waspinator. But I'm getting off track. Anyway, the Maximals, helpless against the Viacons heading their way, decide maybe if they put all their strength together, they can indeed beat this half dozen motorcycles.
Well, it was touch and go there for a minute. I was genuinely worried for their safety.
Anyways, they beat all the Viacons, and then they decide, okay, well now Thrust has the upper hand. Let's split up and get there, and hopefully one of us will get there faster.
And so Silverbolt's like, you, Fat Boy.
Oh no!
You're with me. And he was like, oh, but I hate you. And Black Arachne's like, no, he likes him better than he likes me after everything I do.
Yeah, Black Arachne goes with the Rat Trap. Underground, yeah. Of course, they come across a bunch of obstacles, The
flying dudes.
The flying dudes meet up with the mindless flying dudes, and then they manage to do a swoosh and destroy all the jets. The underground crew see those mole drones. I don't think we've seen those in a while, though, the mole drones.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to see them again.
Since that one episode of Beast Machines. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rat Trap goes to try to commandeer one of the mole drones, but Black Arachnia is in between the two drones.
Precious few seconds to react.
And it's coming right toward her.
Watch out! Watch out!
Then Rat Trap
uses his tail thing. Mm-hmm. You think they'd just create just a plug that goes over that little thing that he can stick it in?
For people who have little kids, there's little plugs.
Yeah,
you just put over into the socket so they don't electrocute themselves. The ground team gets surrounded by a bunch of tanks. Cheetor and Optimus get rescued by the flying team,
who came back.
Yeah, they would have gotten there first, but they decided to save Cheetor and Optimus like a bunch of jerks.
Because they're family.
Yeah, just that's Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, cool. Well, thanks for saving us. Let's go to that ship.
Thrust gets there with all of his boys and knocks on the door.
Yeah.
That doesn't work, so he decides, you know what? That doesn't work. And he knocks harder and faster. Which gets him nowhere.
You know what?
The mole thing comes in and...
Yeah, and sucks on all his drones and all that.
And then he just blows it up. What I find funny is he shoots the mole thing, and it explodes, and Black Arachnia and Rat Trap fall off, and they're like, oh no. But he has never demonstrated a level of firepower that high before.
No. These drones are very combustible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Optimus appears right behind Thrust and just throws him away.
Just punches him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get inside.
It was actually a really, really funny moment. I like it. Good job, everyone. And Rat Trap goes and opens the door. He did what Thrust didn't do. He rang the doorbell.
That's true, he did with his tail. And then we get Thrust back in time to an N64 game.
A little bit, yeah. So
We think it's Donkey Kong.
it looks a little bit like Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, I gotta admit the animation in this one is a little not the best caliber.
Very flat.
Yeah.
Explosions. We'll get to that though.
But clearly this shuttle has been completely taken over by plants. And it's all dark and scary, and so they go into sort of we're going into phase 2 of the episode, which is the alien portion of the episode.
Venus flytrap comes out of the ceiling, grabs all of them, and they're like, we need to kill it with fire.
And so they divide and in the ship and try and find the creature and stop the creature
from creaturing.
And it keeps busting through vents and grabbing them and shaking them, and
the creature gets out of there because Optimus comes to the conclusion that this plant organism is clearly a threat to all life on Cybertron. All of it. the entire planet will be completely destroyed if we let this plant out of the ship to lay its seeds.
You know, the Maximals. The Maximals are a little alarmist, I find, because also, remember, Savage was also a threat to the entire planet.
Yeah.
Everything that they don't know what it does is a threat to the whole planet. Optimus is concerned that whatever the creature did to the shuttle, it could do over Cybertron, and, you know, maybe he's right. I mean...
But Cheetor brings up an excellent point. Isn't that what we're trying to do? He's like, yeah, but it's our plants, not those space plants.
I don't like space plants. So they go down to basically the big hole that the drone made to find this creature and to...
like after it, and they all just dive in after it.
We kind of recklessly, but I like a little recklessness in them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They get to the bottom of the hole, and they're like,
"Oh, and
let's fight!"
And someone else sneaks down there with them, Mr. Sneaky, aka Thrust.
They're running through the tunnel.
Yeah, they're running, and then behind them, nice and far away, and real sneaky, is Mr. Lights On and.
Yeah.
Shh! Don't tell anyone I'm here.
Activate stealth mode. Turns off his high beams. So they get there at the bottom of the hole, and then the plant shows up again and grabs them all. And they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?"
And I think it got bigger because it drank a bunch of Seymour's blood and ate a dentist.
Feed me Seymour, feed me all night long. That's right, boy.
But Optimus, you know, he's starting to get a sense of something. He's like, "Wait a minute, I think that this danger alien plant is actually."
A danger transformer, not plant that's been turned into a plant.
And he's like, I'm going to reformat it.
Cheetor almost kills it, and he's like, "Stop!
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it!"
And the lights shine out of his nipples. And the plant is like... Black is like, but you could only reformat if it was a transformer.
Dun, dun, dun!
And then the plant goes all... And... lo and behold, it's a plant robot lady.
She's like, "Holy cow, you reformatted me." How did she know the word?
She is a big fan of Beast Machines Monday. Yeah, and
why wouldn't she be?
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's got Predacon Paul and Decepticon Doug. Mm-hmm. They all talk pleasant like until a bunch of tanks roll in.
Holy cow!
And just start smushing all the plants that Optimus is growing. He's like, oh.
I grew that one. I named it
plants.
Sally. I grew that one over there. I called it Austin.
And they ran over my succulent. We named it Bonono.
No.
Oh, my plants. Oh, my. I mean, I know they're already dying because my thumb is as green as lava. Damn, if it doesn't hurt still. And then they're all surrounded by... they did put up a good decent fight destroying some tanks, but these tanks seem a little bit like, you know, more sturdy than the others because the plot says so.
Because it requires them to be unstoppable to the old Maximal team. Mm-hmm. But little does Megatron know that they've got an ace up their sleeve. Its name, Botanica. And she has an electric current in her soul that she uses to fry them all.
Sure, first she goes into robot mode. She does, again...
which looks cool.
She's new to the team, but she doesn't need to go through the whole learning process of how to transform.
And so she inherently knew that she was transformed, and she zapped them all.
And they exploded. My ship went to a planet where the main life forms were all plants.
Yeah.
And so we scanned it, and I turned into a plant robot. And then I came here to answer a distress call.
They were chlorophyll based.
So that's my backstory. And she's like, so now I'm a Maximal and we're a part of a team, hooray. Botanica, she knows her plants.
Oh, she knows them.
And
she knows all of them by name, actually. She named all of them.
That one's Freddy. That one's Jason. that
one's Trini.
That one's Mikey.
That one's Kimberly. Tommy. Yep, he's the green one.
We went down different paths. I was going down horror movie icons, and he was going down Power Rangers. But
Bulk Skull.
Both acceptable. I mean, there's enough plants really you could You could do a whole theme for this side, a whole theme for this side. I definitely know, now that I think about it, I think naming them after Power Rangers is a good idea. Because you go through a lot.
Yes.
Sorry, your plants are dying, but I've got a good idea. She shuts off Optimus's lights, shoots up her little own green light thingy, and then it goes woo, and all the plants like instant reactions. They're like woo. Meanwhile, her ship, there's plants and stuff still going around it. Megatron shows up.
Uh-oh.
And he's like,
what does he do?
He transforms.
What?
That's right. He can. It turns out, even in his big head mode, he can transform.
Big head mode. I just thought of like
DK mode, like
DK mode, or like or big head mode in like Turok.
The ship that Megatron turns into actually looks kind of like the dark side.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And it has big guns, and it blows Britannica's ship up, and all the plants burn into a fire death. Thrust is like, oh my god, I'm completely outnumbered, and this sucks. And Megatron's like, wrong, you're even more outnumbered than you think you are, because now they have another one. So it's time for us to get dirty.
It ends all dramatic with like the fire and him talking to Thrust. But if you take it back a little bit and realize that it's the equivalent of Megatron sitting in a throne, looking down, talking to
Waspinator. I think that's maybe why Megatron is starting to realize the gravity of his situation. He's like, all I've got now is just me and a Waspinator. Oh my god, it's just like the Beast Wars all over again. So, the end. Predacon Paul. What did you think?
Well, let's start with the things I did like. This episode, like we were discussing while we were watching it, kind of reminds me of the race to get to the stasis pod. Both the Predacons and the Maxis are like, oh look, a pod that fell, or that something fell from the heavens and it's crashed and it's over there, and everyone's trying to get to it first. Kind of cool. I like that.
It was a bit of a throwback in that sense, and it did kind of like warm my cold steel heart.
Techno-organic heart, you mean?
Yeah, well, it's techno-organic now because it was warmed a little bit. Yeah, I like that too. It had Fallen Comrades vibes to it.
Yeah, it didn't have the vibes though when Optimus was in his like CR tank.
Yeah, I mean
that vibe is one of my favorites.
That actually, the mood of that scene, I'm like, peak Beast Wars right there.
Yeah, and then the off the moon, just like,
Perhaps there is. And, the objective is a little bit different. Megatron just wants to blast it instead of try to recruit whatever's inside. And I guess that's consistent with what... He doesn't want any unpredictable elements thrown into his little peaceful planet. Whatever it is, I don't want to deal with it, just destroy it. Because I guess my head moves very slowly and I can't fly there.
You should turn into ship mode more often. Looks like he's more maneuverable.
It seems like ever since we made fun of it, there's been a lot less of the whoosh.
Yeah, I was waiting for this episode too.
But actually, the action sequences, they make more sense, even though things are inconsistent as to like how powerful they're supposed to be versus the Maximals, as is often the case in Beast Machines, which is sort of like whatever the Vehicons are as dangerous as the plot necessitates. Yeah. Which is sort of like it doesn't make any sense, but at least in this case they're winning. Yeah. And it does make sense that mostly they're going to slow them down rather than actually be a legitimate threat to their lives. So I can kind of be on board with that.
Speaking of inconsistent, when Thrust is like done knocking on the door, he turns around and after shooting the mole thing and it explodes, he like drives up to number one. Why would you close the distance when you have a gun? And get within striking distance of the Maximals? They don't have pew-pews themselves, and so
if anything, he got right up there, and all that it would take for Black Arachnia is to do her little
them trying to sell to us that they're in any kind of danger.
It's almost illustrated how little danger they're in because Optimus just lands and goes poof. Also, as far as that arc goes, that does make sense again in the long run because at the end of it, Thrust he's kind of fed up. He's like, it's just me against these guys. Like,
there's 6 of them. Like, no, 7.
And so
you're not making this any better for yourself, Megs.
So it does make sense actually that it is almost seeming more absurd that the Maximals would have anything to worry about. The show is starting to acknowledge the fact that like Thrust is not a danger to these guys anymore, and really never was.
At least like Jetstorm could fly.
Yeah.
At least Tankor had Rhinox level intelligence.
Or at the very least was very big and very smashy. When he wasn't like Rhinox smart, he was very big.
He was like a Hulk, right? Mm-hmm. You've got this motorcycle.
One thing, he is very good at destroying mole drones.
That's true. One shot, gone. When they're like, oh no, and then like Optimus is like, duh, and doesn't even say anything about what he just did. He was just like, okay guys, we need to get inside the thing. Talk about being reduced to cannon fodder, like not even cannon fodder.
I like the structure of it in that it's almost like there's three distinct acts.
Oh, the structure. Talk to me about the structure.
I'm here for you, man.
The structure has acts in it, right?
Yeah.
There's specifically 3 of them, right?
Yes, exactly.
Are they distinct though?
I feel personally.
Tell me about this personal feeling you have about this distinct acts.
That these acts, what makes them distinct from one another. I mean, the first one is the chase. It's basically like the stasis pod episode. We all have to get there. They actually get there, and there's a bit of a tonal shift in that they're in like the horror sci-fi episode. They're like, oh my god, plant monster gonna kill us all. And then they go down into the cave, and that's just sort of like the nice little wrap up where you have the new character, and she shows how powerful she is by vaporizing a bunch of tanks.
Quite literally.
And she's like, and here's my backstory, just in case you want to know. It's a little all over the place, but it actually like comes together nicely, I feel. But it's nice because it's like they had a lot of story that they wanted to get in there, and so again, like one thing we were complaining about with the beginning of the season was that there wasn't enough story to even justify an episode being a whole episode.
Yeah.
Where this one, they got the whole story in there, and it goes through some different moods and tones, and it all comes together, I think, in a pretty good package.
I think so too. Even though it seemed kind of forced, because I think Night Scream was just being a giant turd for no reason.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that they added that in there to add a little bit of like internal friction between the group. I appreciate what they're trying to do with Night Scream. Add that little bit of friction. You know, since we're talking about him and Silverbolt, I don't really know where Silverbolt's broodiness comes from. It seems so out of character for him.
Yeah, it's this thing right now with him being, I was Jetstorm and I liked it. I don't understand Night Scream. Why he's being so mean to Silverbolt. It's like, I think it's supposed to come from the fact that it's Jetstorm and he doesn't trust him yet. Mm-hmm. But like,
even Rat Trap jumps to his defense. It's like, you're leave him alone, right?
Yeah, you said it already. It does come across as a bit forced, and furthermore, it's a little bit forced. I feel like Black Arachnia getting jealous about the fact that Silverbolt wanted to team up with Night Scream to fly there. I mean, that just kind of makes sense, like tactically speaking.
It does, you know, yeah, from a tactics.
Sorry that you want to, tag around Silverbolt all day long now that you have him, but also you got a mission to do, Black Arachnia. I mean, come on. I know it was all fun and games back in when you guys were wrestling saber-toothed tigers together, but now we got to get serious.
I like seeing Megatron's transformation, so he's not just a floaty head. That's cool.
I thought that was cool because it does actually make him a little more of a menace, a presence, is that he could transform and actually start blasting Maxis instead of just like trying to talk to them all condescending like, because so far that hasn't worked.
At all.
Can you do the Macarena, Megatron?
Can you scratch the itch on the top of your forehead?
I wasn't thinking about it until you brought it up. He can blow up ships that crash.
Yep.
And that's not nothing.
No, it's not nothing at all. You would mention this earlier, and I'm going to mention it now. Going off what you said, I did like, but I also felt like there was a bit of a missed opportunity here. I did like that we saw a Maximal ship.
Yes.
You had mentioned that it's sort of like...
Yeah, I felt that design-wise, the Maximal ship, it lines up with the Maximal ships we've seen so far. It's got kind of like the roundness and the sleekness. It's not too far removed from the Axelon or Starhopper.
I don't know.
It looks like it's kind of built from the same...
To me, like, I think it looks more like the Autobot shuttle.
Oh, or that too, actually, yes.
Than the Axelon. And
You're
that's
not
where
wrong.
I felt like it looked too much like the Transformers G1 shuttle as opposed to looking like the Axelon with the 2 distinct bulbous sections. Like, what if she had a crew and she went out and they just all got taken out? That would beg the question, what happened to your crew?
I mean, I already was thinking a little bit of like, is she the only one? Was she the only one in that ship? It wasn't like a Starhopper where it's clearly a one-man vessel. Yeah, so it's kind of right in between where it's smaller than the Axelon, bigger than the Starhopper. Should there be more crew members? It's not really addressed. So yes, it does ask.
Well, it's not really a
some
pants either.
questions. No, nor is it a boxer short.
What didn't work for you, Senor Decepticon Douglas Vaughn?
Some of the little details, like it's funny, but it is really silly that they were being followed by Thrust and they didn't know he was behind them. and
He's like 20, not even like 10 meters away.
And his lights are on. It's like every time he moves. It's like
hear it echoing.
I'm like, come on, guys.
Have you ever been next to a motorcycle? Even those little sport bikes, they're loud.
Yeah.
Even if they're just barely going. This worked for me. The idea that the distress call is calling in other people to get blown up by.
Oh
Megatron.
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It does show there's a bigger universe out there, and there's still Transformers out there.
And they're being called to Cybertron, which means we might get adds more elements to the stories, right? Like where can we go from here? Because I often wondered, like, well, Cybertron's done, but I mean, if they took out Earth, the Federation would still have 150 member planets. And all the colonies
in the
that
Star
go with
Trek
them.
universe, for those who aren't following.
Oh yeah, Star Trek.
Yeah. I do think that the animation
In this episode specifically.
is not good. In many ways, it is good, but in some ways, it does drop the ball. Like I this has been an issue with
Drops the polygon.
Yeah, some of the explosions. I feel like I was looking at some of the early explosions of the episode. I'm like, I feel like some of Beast Wars explosions were better than that. I understand there's differences in the animation style a little bit between the two series.
When they were walking through the ship with like the vines on all the walls, it gave off like N64-ish kind of vibes.
Yeah, it was like a sort of a loosely textured background. And
that was flat.
I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make things look all really viney and taking over our plants, but it didn't look like things were connected. It looked like slightly textured thing. Like, whatever they were trying to do, it wasn't working.
And they were trying to hide it with it being really dark.
So yeah, it did wind up looking like Turok or Donkey Kong 64 or something like that.
Turok, yeah, definitely Turok.
All in all, so I think so far it's the strongest episode of the season.
I think so too. And
honestly, I feel like a stronger outing for Beast Machines in this one.
And a stronger inning as well. Pacing-wise, I think this is probably one of the best episodes so far.
It tells a good story and introduces a character. Oh, by the way, Botanica is voiced by Kathleen Barr, who it was not in Beast Wars, but was in Reboot. I was Dot Matrix, one of the main characters of the show. So
yeah,
welcome to
the Beast
Machines family. Yeah, we are going to give Home Soil 4 out of 5 burning flowers.
Ooh, spooky.
There is some stuff that kind of keeps it from being like great, but it's really good. So season 2 is starting to find its footing, and we appreciate that. So let us know what you thought of Home Soil in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching Beast Machines Monday. We will see you soon.
And as always, tell your mom.
Sorry, Doug, but you must understand. So Cheetor's like, well, I mean,
are you talking to future Doug?
Yeah, it's time travel.
A time machine.